supposed to fight. Trying to see what it's like, take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Now again, all praises, you know that you're Israel. But let's get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Classic. It's not just knowing, like we always say, it's not just knowing that you know you're Israel. What's the next step after that? Right, the word.
He took me in a place, like I work at a church, all day. I'm glad he did that. So I see what the next step is. I'm just not waiting, but I know I put in the work more. Because now I'm surrounded by the scripture and I have to learn to go to the other stuff. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Now all praise you know you Israel, but this is the next step right here. The next step, the brother about to read it. It's not going to church. It's not becoming a Christian.
I'm just wondering why it happened the way it did. Like, to understand is higher calling. Like, yeah, the voice is strong. You can't deny it.
That's right.
That's my sign that he gave.
That's right. Now we're gonna read this for you. Let's read it.
Right? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse number 12.
Right.
And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel.
What's the sister?
And now Israel.
And now sister, what's your name? Antoria. And now Antoria, you know.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what does the Lord require of you? You know?
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You gotta fear God, always.
To walk in all his ways.
You gotta walk in his ways.
And to love him.
You gotta love him.
And to serve him, right? To serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
You gotta put in the work, you know?
To keep the commandments.
Do what?
To keep the commandments.
What is love?
To keep the commandments.
What is putting in that work?
To keep the commandments.
To keep the commandments. Now, again, like just like earlier, you said that you know you're Israel. You said that you know that you're Israel, but now it's time to keep the commandments. Why? Because it's law. Now we're gonna read a couple commandments that women should be keeping in these last days. Now you do pork? Okay. So what?
My dad never really knew what my dad.
All praises. Leviticus 11:9. All right, what about shrimp?
My mom strictly did that, like every day. I don't know why she was changing it since I ain't been around it like that a year or two.
What about crab? Lobster? Alright, all praises. We'll still bring it up for edification.
Okay. Leviticus 11 and verse number 9.
Right. No.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales.
So anything that has fins and scales in the waters, we don't.
Right? In the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So everything that comes out the waters that have both fins and scales, you can eat. Like salmon, like perch, tilapia, red snapper, bass. All these fish that have both fins and scales.
Right.
Now shrimp, crab, octopus, oysters, lobsters, they don't have fins and scales. So off bat, the Lord said we can't even deal with it. Can't eat it, don't touch it, don't get enticed by it, don't even look at it. Alright, we don't?
Right, it says, these shall ye eat, Salakia, verse 10, and all that have not fins and scales.
But don't get both fins and scales.
In the sea,
right?
In the rivers,
what else?
Of all that move in the waters,
no.
And of any living thing which is in the waters,
any living thing that's in the water,
there shall be an abomination unto you.
That's right, there shall be an abomination. Right. The Lord is not dealing with abominations. He was laying down and enjoying it. The abomination is sleeping, so we get up out of it. Now, another commandment, right, is it's a lot. Let's get, I don't want to do it right now. I'm told that. Let's get Leviticus 19. Are you in the what's it called? Astrology?
No, well, like the
Pisces and
no, the things always came to me as I was a child, right? Like things like that, things was spoken and was around me. And my mom always said, "Don't do things like that."
That's right. That's right.
It brings spirits. You don't know what you're bringing in.
That's right. It do bring spirits. That's true. All praises. Now we can, you know what I'm saying, they can hop on to First Timothy, second chapter.
Right, this
now,
is
now what about clothing? Did you learn about clothing last time you was up here?
Clothes?
Yeah, well, women should
I
not
don't know the
see.
last time I bought clothes. So the truth, huh?
But what about clothes that women should actually wear? But not just any woman. More like a princess.
Right.
Clothes that princesses should wear.
right. That's true.
What clothes do you think a princess should wear? What kind of attire should she have on?
Covered a little. Don't show.
A little?
Like, don't show what men are supposed to see you like.
Right.
Only a special person. That's why they want you to wait for marriage and all that. You don't supposed to let nobody really see you. Well, that's my dad's side.
But hey, that really, that should be all sides. That should be all sides.
But that's all right when you talk about it. It's my dad.
Hey, even the men.
Yeah, right, even right. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, even the men. Now you said clothing that covers you up. What type of clothing is supposed to cover up a woman? Is it skinny jeans with the rips in it? Is it booty shorts? Is it now a crop top? So I mean, what type of covering or clothing covers up a woman? A princess at that. What type of clothing covers up a princess?
Dress.
A dress.
Right.
Let's go 1 Timothy 2.
Right? It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, and verse number 9.
Right.
No.
In like manner also,
Right.
that women,
That who?
that women,
That what?
that women
That women. A princess does what?
adorn themselves in modest apparel.
And what?
In modest apparel.
So a woman of the Lord, namely on this sign, is supposed to adorn herself in modest. I'm going to turn the sign on real quick. Right. So a princess, namely are the women that come off from these signs right here. These right. So the Lord said, women supposed to adorn herself in modest apparel. And what is modest apparel? Like you said, a dress.
Nothing that shows.
Skirt.
You don't want to show your
Not even just
sacred
skin.
stuff.
Right.
You don't want to show your stuff.
Nah, not even just skin, but your shape, your curve.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
anything that entices, anything that
Right. Anything that's enticing.
seduce. That's
That's right. That's right. Now, according to the Bible, women are actually supposed to wear dresses. Brother already got to pull it up. Our foremother, whose name is Esther, she wore a dress. Now, Esther, she was a queen. She was a princess. Now, she was a princess under the Persian Empire, under Xerxes the First. We want to history. Now, we want to see what type of clothing your foremother had on. Now, we want to see what she clothed, a booty short, or damn leggings. We're going to see what she had on. Let's read it.
Right, this is the book of Additions to Esther, chapter 15, and verse number 1.
Right.
No.
And upon the third day, when she had ended her prayer,
Right?
she laid away her mourning garments,
Right?
and put on her glorious apparel.
And put what?
And put on her glorious apparel.
So Esther, she had on glorious apparel. Mind you, she's the princess under the Persian Empire at this time,
Right.
under King Xerxes the First. So you know if she a princess, she got on the glorious apparel. You got the nose ring, probably the earrings, all the nice jewels, nice shoes, dresses matching. You know how women get down, looking all beautiful with the righteous apparel. Right, read.
And being gloriously adored,
It said gloriously adorned. Man, she was looking fine. Right, read on.
after she had called upon God,
Right,
who is the beholder and savior of all things,
right,
she took 2 maids with her,
right,
and upon the one she leaned as carrying herself daintily.
right. And again, she's a princess. She took 2 of her maids with her. One she's kind of holding her hand, walking daily. And what the other one do?
And the other followed, bearing up her train.
Doing what?
Bearing up her train.
Now, do you know what a train is? Right, the train is the end of the dress. So one, she's kind of holding her hand and walking daily. The other maid, she's holding up her train. It's like when women get married. You got one that's walking, the other one she's kind of holding up the back of the dress. Same thing with Esther, the princess. Again, showing you that our foremothers, they was looking beautiful, probably with a dress on. And if you ask me, again, a woman, I can't look at her with pants and booty shorts and a crop top and respect her.
Right.
Because again, you don't even respect yourself. How much more a woman that's actually covered up, looking beautiful, gloriously adorned, and righteousness, fearing the Most High. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Let's get Deuteronomy 22.
Right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse number 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what does it mean if a man puts on a woman's garment? What is it? A woman's garment?
Right now.
Or just anything, like what? If you was to...
That's a good question. Man's dress. I mean, that's what I've been learning lately.
Yeah, a woman's garment is a dress.
Right.
A garment is something that people were wearing in ancient years. So a woman, they had their own garment, or a dress. Now it said, read the first part.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So if men can't wear a woman's garment, which is a dress, then what can women wear that men pretend to wear? So pants. That's the thing. Now, women can't wear pants. That's a sin. It's a sin for women to actually wear pants. Now, if you're wearing something like that, what you got your, you know what I'm saying, what you covered up, you got the coat kind of going over you.
Workout stuff.
That's, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But as long as you don't take the coat off and everybody looking at the curves and etc., that's off. But if you're dealing with wearing leggings and then put a dress or a skirt on over it, that's mine. Now the Lord says you can do that. But when it comes to just wearing leggings or jeans or pants, you don't got nothing covering you up, that's off. So again, wearing pants, according to the Bible, for women is a sin.
Right.
I mean, even the world tell you that. Just look at the bathroom, or you look at the signs. You can tell the man from the woman. It's not by the hair, because women don't got hair. It's from the dress. One got the dress on, one got the pants on.
Right.
The one that got the pants on is obviously the man. The one that got the dress on is obviously the woman. Even term today, they say men wear the pants. That's on a literal level, because men are actually wearing things. Women, they supposed to stay in their place and wear a dress. Again, that's just showing you how that even today it links up with the Bible, letting you know that's a sin and it's abnormal for women to actually wear pants. That's okay. Now knowing that, are you gonna stop wearing pants for the Lord? Just stop wearing, you know what I'm saying, dresses with the fringes at the end, like the modest thing, like a former.
God.
So, yeah. All praise.
God.
All praise to both sides. All praise. See that? All praise.
Yeah.
Again, and that's literally the whole purpose, is putting away sins, coming back to the Lord in truth and in sincerity. Now again, you said that you want to pray, right?
Well, I'm forced there. Like, I'm working there as security.
Security?
I'm
At a church?
security and security. So, I know, right? But it's a lot going on. It's so deep. It's so deep. The first thing I found out was, I'm telling you 2 stories. So I found out the priest was married to a man. That was one.
See that? No, it said the priest. Give me Leviticus. Chapter 20:13. That's the first X. The priest, that's madness. The priest, that's supposed to be the Levites.
Like,
The priests.
I found out even with how they go, when they go up and they have mass and they have their little whatever laid out. You know what I'm saying? It's like they copy it from the Catholics. And, like,
So you got the
there's
priest
other
married
things
to
I
another
heard.
man.
Like I was with my grandma when I was little, and whole family, so I know how something goes. It's just like they copy. I don't know. It's so strange.
Now,
They brought liquor in there once, like
What is it?
champagne, like stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah,
I called my brother like, hey man, I ain't never seen this a day in my life, but I was tripping. So I don't know. Then another thing, like, okay, so one day I usually bring food for the birds, right? Like the cardinals, they be waiting on the sparrows, stuff like that. So I get there and I forgot to get the peanuts. I don't know whatever. So something told me to ask this random lady, hey, man, I'm sad. She's like, why you sad? Because I can't feed the birds. I usually, like, I've been working almost a year now. I feed them every day. They waiting on me. And she's like, guess what? And she had a whole thing of peanuts in her bag. So I was like, oh my God, like, I thought that was a sign too. So I went downstairs to the workers. You know, it's like a couple people in the room, like 2 or 3 people. And I'm like, man, this happened. Like, I can't believe it. Like, how did I know the lady had peanuts? And I was just tripping. So I was like, y'all don't believe in a higher force or nothing like this? Y'all believe in God? And they all looked at each other, all on and said, no. And one room, like, I ain't never been through this in my life. Like, it's changing. We changing. Like, oh, dog.
Yeah. Again, sister.
Oh, my God.
Now,
I had to get up out of there.
let's bring this up.
Look at Joe.
Chapter 33 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Because ultimately, that's the Lord telling you to get out. Have you seen the movie Get Out?
I think so, yeah.
Now,
First came out.
Yeah, now when it first came out, you seen how the dude was running, calling that towards the camera, then he made that cut. That's how you gotta run from that church.
Right.
You gotta get in that 3-point stance, that track star stance. Put your arm back.
Right.
You gotta Usain Bolt out of there.
Right.
Now let's read this.
This is the book of Job, chapter 33, and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For God speaketh once.
What the Lord say?
For God speaketh once.
What is the priest laying with other men in the church?
For God speaketh once.
That's the first sign. The Lord speak once. Read on.
Yeah, twice.
Hey, the Lord speaking twice. Read on.
Yeah, man perceiveth not.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, man perceiveth not.
Hey, but you gotta perceive that that's the Lord telling you that church Christianity is not the way.
Right.
Get out.
Yeah.
The Lord said man speaketh once, yea twice.
They recently made it to a non-denominational church. They took all the crosses off. Like all types of things. You can't stop the sun from beaming on the window, and they make those crosses on the wall with the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take it away. You can't take it away from nothing.
You know,
I see it.
Yeah, that's all. That's
our
idolatry.
This made me think of my nephews like real hard. That's why I know like the commandments. Y'all like 7 people, 7 persons, 7 signs. Seventh sign, like in this week.
7th sign this week.
Yeah, like that's the main thing. Like I know I reached another level. I had to let stuff go, all that. And this the last one to my environment, my job in my career. Like I just like let go of a 30-day lease. Like man, I'm good. Like I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna live it. Like I don't even care. Like it's just the energy that changed. I see how people is, and I'm like, it's time to go. It's crazy. Hold on.
And that's spiritual stuff.
Like, it's time to go. Hold on, I'm supposed to meet somebody. I'm sorry. Excuse me. What? She locked the door.
All praise to the Most High. She said 7 times in a week. That's spiritual.
Right.
And she said that's all. And again, don't go to the Christian church. You got the priests. You got men. You got men labeling themselves as priests.
Right.
Popping other men in the church.
That's
Then you got people in the church that don't believe in God. So what does Christianity come to? Madness. So the Lord said, "Get out." All right.
Hey, she said they changed to non-denominational. Wow, that doesn't make it any better. They get worse.
Yeah. Just burning down. Look at Acts 7:32.
I know I ain't locked the door. I'm not gonna admit to none that ain't.
We're gonna see what the church actually is. Is it a temple
The bottom door
with
is
white
not locked. I didn't
Jesus
lock the door. So who
where the
locked door?
priests are popping other men? Let's read this.
Right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
No, the Lord dwells in the Christian church.
The Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
No, there's people in it that don't believe in God.
The Most High dwelleth not in temples
made with hands.
So I was bet the Lord said He's not even dwelling in temples made with hands.
right.
And you damn sure better not be freaking off with another man during the ceremony, somewhere in the basement, in court.
Right.
You good, sister?
Yeah, there's something weird that's happening. Like I didn't lock my door, right? I let somebody, like I get the other key to open my door. I didn't know the lock, but it's claiming that it's locked. I swear. I didn't lock the door.
I think I remember.
Spirits, man. Spirits have been popping up.
You good? You still got time to listen a little bit?
She on the phone.
You still on the phone?
No, I'm trying to call the maintenance man. I doubt that is locked.
Do your thing, do your thing. All right, we can go there.
Yeah, this. Right? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, and verse number 22.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind. It is abomination.
The Lord said,
Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind.
right?
It is abomination.
And again, that's plain. Right? That's the law. No, man should not be lying with man.
Right.
Women should not be lying with woman. It's an abomination. Now let's get 20 and 13.
Right? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 13.
Bring it out.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman,
Right?
both of them have committed an abomination.
Right?
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
They shall surely be put to death.
What is talking other men?
They shall surely be put to death.
So the Lord said, if you freaking love with another man and you're a man, you have to be put to death.
Right.
Right? You have to. Your life has to be taken. Let's get Romans 1 and verse 20.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse. Verse 25.
Bring it out.
Who changed the truth of God? Right? Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Right? And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Right? Where she go?
She kind of. She said she'd be back. Yeah, she said, hold on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Y'all serious?
Whoa.
From the top. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Right?
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Right?
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Right?
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile
So
affections.
the Lord gave certain people up to vile affections. Right? Read.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right?
And likewise also the men.
And likewise also who?
The men.
Even the men. Right? Men are supposed to be mighty men. Right? Strong. 6'2", 250 pure muscle. Read on.
Leaving the natural use of the women.
Right?
Burning their lust.
Doing what?
Burning their lust.
Read it again.
Burning their
You
lust.
got certain men, and you see them, and you think they supposed to be in the league or something. NFL. The whole time they're getting popped by them 4'3" Edomites with glasses. Getting paid for it too. That's wicked. And that's what the whole industry is about.
Right.
Right? You let Esau pop you just so you can have money and fame and glory. Just to, you know what I'm saying? You just getting molested.
Oh!
By the nasty white man.
You heard of panda eyes?
Nah.
Basically, after they get popped, something happens to their eyes where their eyes get like darker. Yeah, you can tell certain men who've been popped.
That's hard.
Reading on, verse 27. And likewise also the men,
Right?
leaving the natural use of the women,
Right?
burning their lust,
Doing what?
burning their lust,
Burn and their lust. On fire on the left hand side. You know?
one toward another,
Right?
men with men,
What?
men with men,
Men with men. Read on.
working that which is unseemly,
Working that which is unseemly. Read on.
and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
See now, let's get 1 Corinthians 6 and verse number 9. Let's bring this up.
It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 15, and verse number 10.
Right?
In 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem,
Right?
and his mother's,
Start at verse 9.
verse 9.
Yes.
And in the 20th year of Jeroboam, king of Israel,
Right?
reigned Asa over Judah.
Ran who?
Reigned Asa over Judah.
Right? So you had King Asa in his thing. Right? King Asa was a righteous king. You know?
And 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem.
Right?
And his mother's name was